Be up, guys. Be up, guys. Welcome to the stream. The reaction to Bees 3. Burnley 1. Bees 3, Burnley 1. What a fantastic result, guys. And apologies for being late yet again. Supposed to be on at 8:30. Had problems again, issues. But I'm on. I'm on now. And it's Super Bees. Bees are stinging FC. We're fucking stinging you all over the place. Yeah. We are stinging the Burnley up the fucking ass. Yes. And I was worried about this. And we almost fucked this up, guys. But 1-0 up. That penalty from Thiago. And Igor Thiago, by the way. Igor Thiago. La 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 la. Igor Thiago. La 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 la. Igor Thiago. Quickest Bees player to double figures in the season with 11 goals now. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. And this guy just keeps getting better. What a player. And there's something I've got to talk about, which I'm fucking annoyed about. A team being linked with him to sign him, and I'm not happy. I'm going to be fucking ranting about that in a little while. You know, after our players again, our prized players, that is not on, is it? And that's what I'll be going on. I'll be talking about in a little while. But I want to talk about the positives and this game. As I said, though, we nearly cocked it up. Going 1-0 up with that penalty, and then Burnley hitting straight back. They had a penalty, and not great from Coyote to give away that penalty. So, not really good for him. The first real mistake he's made since he's been here. But, I thought that was it then. I thought, oh, shit, they're going to come back and do us here or something. They actually started playing more, Burnley, when they got that, when we went 1-0 up. They actually fucking done something, didn't they? And it was mainly us. We were dominant, I thought, over them. It's just our finishing. Yet again, our finishing is off. It's not good enough at times. And, we're going to pay for that at some stage. Against better teams, especially. We've got Arsenal next. If we do that against them, we don't score against them, take our chances there, we're done. So, we're going to the Emirates, and that is not going to be fucking easy. That is not easy at all. Yeah, they had a draw with Chelsea today, 1-1. But they couldn't beat a 10-man team like Chelsea, had a player sent off. It was only 1-1. So that gives us real hope, that maybe we could do something against Arsenal. That'd be incredible if we can, come away with something there from the Emirates. I'd love that. That'd be incredible if we can, But yeah, I'm not going to go too far ahead. I'm not. You just cannot underestimate the way Arsenal are playing at the moment and the way they are. So that I just cannot say we're going to get anything just yet there. But I'm hoping. You never know. And Warren's in the house. Be up to you, bro. Hi, Steve. I hope that you're well. What are your thoughts on Robbie Savage comments at Brentford? Well, he's another prat, isn't he? Thinks he knows it all. Ex-player, of course. And not really sure he was that fantastic. He's more like a hatchet man as well. Like to going a bit silly with fouls, didn't he? And whatever. And, talks a load of shit, mate. It's like a load of bollocks as far as I'm concerned. And, when I manage to I will try and get on that channel, that radio station, and I'm gonna have a few words with him, about the bees. Robbie, you know fuck all, mate. You really do. Mr. Savage, you are full of shit. But anyway, you know, he's not the first one, you know, to underestimate the bees and have a go at us and slag us off. You know, there's plenty of others, as we know. Certain other fans, experts who think they're experts and they're not. Having a go at us, thinking we're shit and we're not going to do anything, we're going to go down. Well, we're fucking proving them lot wrong again, aren't we? Proving everyone wrong. Yeah, massive condolences to Billy Bond's family and friends, true gent. Yeah, our prayers and thoughts are with his family and friends at the moment. Unfortunately passed away today, the age of 79. Absolute class player, legend, brilliant player, brilliant bloke. Apparently, of course, I've never met him, but a lot of people who have met him, been around him, said he was a great guy, lovely guy. And it's such a shame you lose yet another legend. When that candle is snuffed out with them, it's always sad to lose yet another great player and legend of the game. It really is sad. But, you know, it was a shame for them as well because they lost, West Ham lost 2-0 to Liverpool. And Liverpool sort of got back a bit now. Are they back for good, though, with this? You know, you can't read too much into this 2-0 against West Ham. I mean, I still don't think they were that amazing, West Ham. I thought they were on a bit of a run and doing okay, but I never thought they were that incredible. We could have annihilated them. We could have got at least 7 against them. So I don't think they're that great at the moment. Be up to you, Kev. Nice one, bro. You won again. Done it the hard way. I think you were 2-0 down, weren't you? Yeah, 2-0 down. Brilliant Saturday for both of us, mate. Come on, the Bees and Black Cats. Exactly, bro. Fine win. At least you come back and won it 3-2. You know, that was amazing. And I'm glad you did. You know, I think you're fourth, aren't you? Is it fourth? Something like that. You know, Sunderland are defying the odds as well, aren't they? Let's be honest. I mean, you're going to stay up by a country mile this season. I think it's more sort of Burnley, Leeds, Wolves at the moment, looking like for me. Maybe 1 or 2 others could drop into that, but you know, at the moment, it looks like those 3. Wolves are becoming further and further adrift at the moment. So, then again, they only lost 1-0 to Villa, though, today. So, no, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, Kev again. Robbie Savage always was and always will be a clown, to be honest. Exactly. I agree, mate. I totally agree. Totally agree. And, yeah. Might as well stick to doing something like Strictly or something, mate, when you was on that. You even didn't get through in that. You didn't go all the way in that, did you? So, like you didn't as a player. So, you know. Yeah, I'd love to get on that. I'm going to get on that radio station at some stage, and Warren knows. He knows that at 606, radio extra thing, football talk calling. I'll be getting on there at some stage, and you know, I'm going to fucking give it to him both barrels. You know, that guy. And Warren again, Kev, 100%, mate. Yeah. But let's get into this, guys. Let's get into this great result. And I was so worried at one stage that we wouldn't, you know, get a win here. And 0-0 for so long in the game as well. And I thought, where's our goals? You know, we're well on top, yet we're not scoring. So what's going on? You know, but thankfully, we scored the goals in the end. Nice one, Warren. Yeah, exactly. But Brentford 3, Burnley 1. There's the man himself. And of course, Jordan Henderson, who was also great again. He had a fantastic game again, Jordan Henderson, to be honest. The only thing I'd say with Igor Thiago, he looked like he was struggling at the end. He went off, I think, limped off a bit. And the physios and that with him. And, I was worried there. I thought, I hope now he's not got another injury. He's done so well. He's been amazing for us. And if he gets out again injured, that won't be great. That'd be terrible. With Arsenal coming up especially, we want to keep him fit and firing the way he's going now, 12 goals in all this season he's got already. Incredible, and not really that far away from Haaland. So, he's had an incredible season. Great player. I think it hasn't been capped for Brazil yet. I think it's only a matter of time, surely. You would think. Offers something else. He's a big guy, a big lump, But he has got that little bit of touch of flair. He's got a little bit of skill as well as strength. Holds up fairly well. And he seems to know where the goal is, which is always important. So, anyway, Thiago with 2 goals there. We're 1-0 up in the 81st minute, and of course, then they got back with a penalty, Burnley. After that, we scored with ours through Fleming in the 85th minute. But Thiago scored again, struck again in the 86th, and then Dango Ouattara in the 92nd to make it 3-1. Incredible. Yeah, Brentford 3, Burnley 1. Thiago brace helps Bees to fourth home win of the season. Informed striker Igor Thiago scored twice as Brentford beat Burnley 3-1 in the Premier League on Saturday. The Bees had to work hard for their win at the GTEC Community Stadium. Thiago's penalty opened the scoring on 81 minutes, but the Clarets hit straight back through Zian Fleming, who also converted from 12 yards. Thiago's close-range finish restored Brentford's lead before Dango Ouattara wrapped up the win with a clinical strike in stoppage time. Head coach Keith Andrews made 2 changes to the side that lost 2-1 at Brighton the previous weekend. Aaron Hickey was chosen at left back again. I'm still not sure about that one. It was okay in this game, but overall I'm not so sure, and he isn't a left back. But there you go. While it's okay at the moment, I guess. But for me, Rico Henry all day long as left back. While Matthias Jensen made his first Premier League start since August. I was happy with that. I think he's done enough to start. Since August in midfield, Christopher Ayer and Yeehor Yarmaluk dropped to the bench. After an uneventful opening 10 minutes, Mikel Damsgaard was the first player to register a shot at goal. But his long-range effort was tame and comfortably held by Martin Dubravka. Brentford's next chance was a big one. Ouattara's in-swinging corner found Nathan Collins at the back post, but under pressure from Florentino, the Bees skipper glanced his header wide. The Bees continued to probe with Damsgaard pulling the strings in midfield, fed by Aaron Hickey. The Denmark international advanced to the byline and cut back for Igor Thiago, who lifted the ball over the crossbar. Damsgaard then fired over from the edge of the area, having worked some space with a clever drop of the shoulder. Cleveland Kelleher's first involvement came shortly before the break. Teed up on the edge of the box. Fleming whipped the ball towards the far corner and Brentford's number 1 pushed to safety. The Bees made a bright start to the second half. Michael Coyote's delivery from the right was only half cleared by Kyle Walker, and Hickey fired over. Coyote then clipped another cross into the 6-yard box, which Vitara headed agonisingly wide. Damsgaard's corner took a nick on its way through to Collins, and the centre-back's header looped over the crossbar. On 64 minutes, Kevin Sharder combined with Damsgaard down the left and delivered a low cross from the byline. Receiving the ball with his back to goal, Thiago swivelled and got a shot away, but the striker opted for too much power, and the ball landed among the fans behind the goal. Brentford then hit Burnley on the transition, with Damsgaard releasing Sharder down the left, but the forward's low cross was carried by Dubravka. The game burst into life on 77 minutes. Damsgaard cut open the Burnley back line with a perfectly weighted through ball, and Watara raced through on goal. The former Bournemouth man was taken out by Axel Tunzabi, and for the third successive match, earned the Bees a penalty. The referee's decision was confirmed after a lengthy VAR check. Thiago rolled the ball into the corner, sending Dubravka the wrong way in the process, before celebrating with the Bees fans in the front row of the GTEC. By converting the penalty on his 13th appearance of the season, Thiago became the fastest Brentford player to reach 10 goals in the Premier League campaign, being the record previously held by Ivan Toney, 15. But the West Londoners' lead was short-lived within 3 minutes of the restart. Quinnin Deshi Hartman crossed low from the left. Coyote was first to the ball and looked to be dealing with the danger. But Jane Anthony nipped in and went down under the challenge of the Italian. Not good, sorry, from Coyote. Not great, sorry. The referee awarded a penalty, which was confidently dispatched by Fleming. Undeterred, Andrew's side immediately looked to restore their lead, and they didn't have to wait long for a second goal. Jordan Henderson whipped a cross towards the back post. What a great cross that was as well, which Burnley failed to clear, and Thiago was in the right place at the right time to fire into the roof of the net. Was deflected, but who cares? It's big deflection, but who really cares? It was in. Watara sealed the win in the second minute of stoppage time. Yeah, very good finish this was as well. Slipped through by Henderson. The forward outmuscled Maxime Esteve, leaving his mark on the ground before finding the net with a clinical finish. It was a very good finish. And there were the teams, of course. For Brentford, Kelleher, Coyote, Vandenberg, Collins, Hickey. Henry came on for him in the 74th. Henderson, Jensen, Yarmouth came on for him in the 85th. Damsgaard, Watara, Thiago, Lewis Potter came on for him in the 91st. Sharda and Nelson came on for him in the 74th. Subs were Marson, Pinnock, Onyeka, Aya and Yanel. Burnley, Dubravka, Walker, Tunzabi, Esteve, Hartman, Florentino, Laurent came on for him in the 75th. Cullen, Brozier came on for him in the 81st. Hannibal, Ugachukwu came on for him in the 60th. Chuana, Brun Larson came on for him in the 75th. Fleming and Foster Anthony came on for him in the 75th as well. Subs, Faber, Edwards, Ekdal and Pires. Attendance 17,176. Andrews, it was a well-deserved win. Yes, it was. Brentford head coach Keith Andrews gave his thoughts on the Bees' victory over Burnley. It was a well-deserved win. We had to earn it, he said. You don't get given anything in this league. Every result is hard-earned. naturally, when the big boys come to town, there's a feel around the club, and the feeling of getting something against the Liverpool or Newcastle is, oh, that's an amazing result, which it is. But today, Burnley are fighting for their lives. They're a well-drilled team with a very good coach, Scott Parker. They're doing everything they can to stay in the division. It was always going to be a game we had to stay patient in, be resilient, do the basics well, keep knocking at the door. And in the end, we were able to get the win. Damsgaard, I had a feeling we would score again. He was brilliant. Again, by the way, Mikael Damsgaard, incredible player. Amazing player, Mikael Damsgaard. He really is. And, Mikael Damsgaard praised Brentford's resilience in the 3-1 win over Burnley. Not a lot happened, but we stayed in the game, and I had a good feeling in the first 75 minutes, he said. I felt we were the better team, and we just needed that goal. Thankfully, we got that. A mistake led to 1-1, but again, I had a good feeling. I told Michael Chiodi that I had a feeling we would score again. It was nice that we could do that. A constant source of creativity, Damsgaard completed 14 passes in the final third against the Clarets. I loved it, he added. It's nice getting on the ball more. It's one of the areas we can improve on and will improve on. Today showed that we have the quality and the talent to play. Exactly. And we're going to go to the player ratings. And here we go. Well, actually, I'm going to go to this. And let's start, of course, with Quirvan Kelleher. Did concede a goal, which was a penalty, of course, and was a shame for him. I think he would have deserved a clean sheet here. I thought he had a really good game. Couldn't do anything with the penalty. I thought he had a really good game today. Yesterday, I should say. I'm giving him an 8 there. Yes, conceded. But, yeah, I'll give him an 8. I thought he's very good. And, it's a good job we got him and not those other shitty goalies we had, namely Flecken, one of them. You could probably say Reyes is a good keeper. But, yeah, he is capable of a mistake or two. We all know that. Coming too far off his line for a start. But this guy, I think he's a great goalie. I really do. He's starting to prove why, he's number one for Republic of Ireland and that as well, of course. Yeah, a very good keeper. So 8 there. And let's get to the defenders. And we will start with Michael Chiodi. Again, I thought, yes, was great again going forward. I thought he had a really good game most of the time, apart from that mistake, of course, giving away that penalty. But it wasn't severe in the end because we still won. And I thought he had a fantastic game going forward, brilliantly marauds, down the pitch well. And got some good crosses in as well. And, of course, the long throw, you can't forget that long throw of his. But I think he's a great player. I would have probably given him a 9 maybe, but for that error, I have to knock a point off, so I'm going to give him an 8. But I still thought he was great again. He's the reason why we're not having Aaron Hickey at right back. So that's why it is. And why he seems to be playing him at left back, which I still don't know. I still don't get that. because Aaron Hickey is not a left back. But anyway, let's get back to this. And Nathan Collins. Yes, I thought Nathan had a pretty good game here. Didn't look like making any sort of mistakes, big mistakes. So that was good. I thought he had a pretty solid game. Again, because we conceded a goal. I suppose you have to take that factor that into it. So I'm still going to give him an 8 though. I thought he was pretty good, really good at the back. Fairly solid. So right now we go to, of course, Vandenberg. Yes, I thought he was good again. Can't really fault him much. Yeah, he had a very good game. So I'll give him an 8. Yeah, no real issues with the guy at the moment. I mean, I still wasn't sure about him when he first come, but he's got better. He's improved. Big up to you, David. Yeah, good win for Brentford yesterday. Exactly. Yeah, cheers, bro. And good win for you lot. Even better for you lot, winning 4-1. Was it 4-1 against Everton, wasn't it? Yeah. Massive win for you lot. You needed that. You really did. But yeah, for me, yeah, he had a very good game again, Vandenberg. Giving him an 8 there. Right, let's see. Of course, Aaron Hickey. As I say, he's not a left back. Aaron Hickey's not a left back. But he was okay here. I don't think he had too much to worry about. Not really that much danger to snuff out, even anyway. So I don't think he made any real mistakes. I'll give him an 8, although I still don't think he's a left back. He really isn't. But there we go. Yeah, David again. David Hutchinson, of course, there. We played really well yesterday against Everton. Yes, you did. You definitely did, bro. And deserved that. 4-1. Deserved it. And be up to you, Jordan. Hope you're well, brother. And of course, you actually won a game yesterday, Jordan. So well done. It was only little West Ham, but yeah, I don't think it's been incredible this season. They picked up a bit more and got some good results together, but I don't think they've been that amazing. I mean, we beat them 2-0 when we could have won 7-0, let's be honest. But yeah, well done to you lot. And as I say, Aaron Hickey is getting an 8. Let's go to the midfield. And who should we start with here? Let's go, Jordan Henderson. I thought he was amazing yet again. Great game. Made some, put some fantastic balls into the area. I thought he was superb. And I'm going to give him a 9, I'm going to give him a 9. Maybe not quite man of the match, but very close. And yeah, so a 9 for him. Matthias Jensen, I don't know. I mean, it's good for him to start. I feel I feel he'd done enough to start with getting goals and that and things, especially coming on. But then again, I'm not so sure it was his best game. He was decent, but I don't think he was anything amazing in this game. What he done pretty well, but I'll give him a 7. I won't go overboard about him in this one. But yeah, I think he's a very good player, of course. So yeah, 7 for Matthias Jensen. And let's get to the real main midfielder. We got this guy, Mikael Damsgaard, who I thought was incredible. He was amazing, fantastic in this game. As usual, pulls all the strings, goes forward well, great passing, great skill, ability on the ball. I'm going to give him a 9 this time. And again, very close for man of the match. Well, although I might just give him it, to be honest. I know Thiago got 2. But for actually most of the game, he didn't do much, Thiago. Yes, but popped up with 2 goals. So what more can you ask? But I think this guy was incredible in the midfield. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I will give him man of the match, actually, Damsgaard, on 9 and man of the match for me. For Mikael Damsgaard. Who else? Let's see. I think that was it for the midfield there. Yeah. So let's get to the strikers. And Dango Ouattara, I thought was brilliant again. I actually thought he was great. A cool scored as well. He had a superb game. I'm going to give him an 8. Yeah, an 8 there for Dango Ouattara. And took his goal superbly well. Brilliant goal. So, yeah, an 8. No, I'm not doing Thiago just yet. I'm doing Kevin Schade now. And yes, he actually had a very good game. Well, I didn't look like actually scoring, but I thought he was great what he done on the ball and, turned up more and that pace. He's got some sort of raw pace, I think. And very good ability at times. When he puts his mind to it, when he's not lazy, when he turns up for a game. If he can do that consistently now, that'd be great. But I'm giving him an 8 here, Kevin Schade. I thought he was brilliant as well. I really do. So an 8 there. Class, he was brilliant. So let's get to, the main man, which is Igor Thiago. Well, as I said, he was quiet for much of the game, to be honest. I don't think did have a few chances here and there. But then he came to life. Of course, with that penalty, scoring that, because of course he missed one the other day. So you think the pressure would be on him to make sure he scores this time. And he was ice cold and cool as a cucumber here, Fantastic, and put it away. And then his second goal, which was obviously a big deflection, really, but, he hit it fairly well. And it went in, that's the main thing. And he's really on fire at the moment. And of course, I'll talk about him very soon about his thing being linked to another team. And I really hope it doesn't happen because, we see what happens before. We've seen what happened before with Bramo and Visser and so forth. And, got big players going, Tony and a few others, So, I don't know. I just hope sort of big money. Apologies, guys. I had to yawn there. Feeling a bit tired, to be honest, but had to get this out, this stream. Yeah, I hope they don't get him. I hope all this is just, I don't think it is probably rumours, but I just can't. Well, why would we let him go now anyway? If he's going to go in January, why? When he's getting all these goals, why we got a chance of maybe getting Europe even? I think we got a good chance of Europe, but so obviously time will still tell. There's still a long way to go. But yeah, if we possibly can get Europe, this guy will help us get there. And he's an incredible player. As I say, he hadn't done much at all through the game. But then he came to life. I will give him a 9. But as I say, he wasn't the man of the match. That was Damsgaard for me. But yes, 2 goals and the fastest player to 10 goals in the Premier for the Bees. So, a remarkable list to be top of as well. So there's a few good other players, and I'll put that up in a little while. I'll put all that up. So, yeah, I thought he's been incredible, Thiago. And we've got to keep hold of him. We have got to keep hold of him. It's not going to be easy. But I think I really hope we can do that this time. No keep sending our best players. Why? And the subs, of course, Reece Nelson, I thought was actually good. Didn't do too bad when he came on. Yeah, he done a few neat things when he come on. I'll give him a 7. Keane Lewis Parr, I thought he was pretty good as well. He usually is, and he was here as well. He was really good when he came on. I'm going to give him a 7, Lewis Parr. He done quite a bit when he came on. So, yeah, 7. Is there anyone else came on? Yeah, I've done Reece Nelson. Right, let's see in the midfield. Yeah, Yarmulke came on. I thought he was okay. Didn't do anything wrong. He was quite good in the midfield. He, started, doing things there. So I'll give him a 7. He's having a really good season as well, of course. And now I thought he was decent, not too bad when he came on, but I won't say he was outstanding, so I'll give him a 6. Now. Yeah. So yeah, I'll give him a 6. Yeah, now. And I think that was about it there. And the defenders, Rico Henry came on and done all right. Of course, he always looks good when he comes on. He's quick and direct. And defends pretty well as well, to be honest, which he is a defender. So I'm going to give him an 8. Rico Henry. I think he's really good. So when he came on, I thought he'd done really well and should be playing from the start. Sorry, guys, if you see me, I'm nearly nodding off. I didn't have the best of nights, to be honest. But yeah, it's brilliant. This result, of course. So, and I had to get the stream out. I really had to start talking about this, and I think that's great. So, but let's get to talking about this. And speaking of Thiago, I'm afraid he's attracting interest, and that'll not be good for us because hold on a minute, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. It's gone. Yeah, it won't be good if we let this guy go because I think he's been amazing, absolutely superb, and getting goals. It's everything we need at the moment, and he's a great player. Another shrewd buy, really. Let's be honest. But this has worried me here. This article. Aston Villa target Brentford sensation for £50 million January transfer after impressing Unai Emery. Aston Villa centre forward Ollie Watkins has endured a difficult season, scoring just once so far. And Unai Emery has been impressed with a Premier League rival. Aston Villa bosses are plotting a shock move for Brentford sensation Igor Thiago. No way. No fucking way. Villa manager Unai Emery has targeted the Brazilian as a long-term replacement for Ollie Watkins. Emery had been keen to sign a new forward last summer to provide more competition for Watkins. The Villains sold young Colombian John Duran last January after an astonishing rise to prominence saw a Saudi offer they simply couldn't turn down, and never sourced a like-for-like replacement. Now Villa can make a move for Thiago in the upcoming January transfer window to do precisely that. Thiago cost Brentford £30 million from Club Brugge in 2024. What a great deal there. Great bit of business from us. Has been a sensation this season. The 24-year-old has plundered 10 goals in 13 appearances prior to Saturday's game against Burnley. Emery is a huge fan of Thiago and is keen for Villa to tempt Brentford with a £50 million bid. It's going to take a lot more than that, fuck's sake. Aware that if he keeps scoring at the rate he currently is, there will be a plethora of suitors next summer. Interest in the Brazilian comes with England star Watkins, who will turn 30 next month, having scored just once in 17 games in all competitions this season. His form is a growing concern for Emery. Villa had also looked into a potential loan move for Real Madrid's forgotten wonder kid, Hendrick. But he looks likely to join French side Lyon. Yeah, so that's about that. Might have a look. Let's have a look at these comments. No, it's mainly Villa, of course. So we're talking mainly about Villa, yeah. I don't know about this one. Thiago is a decent striker, but is he better than Watkins? No chance. Watkins is miles ahead. Well, at the fucking moment he ain't, is he? Let's be honest. From Mike Cool Ruler there. But this one, Krusty 64, look at that, miles behind more like. Exactly. He's miles behind Thiago. Yeah. Yeah, of course he is. He's not miles. I mean, Thiago is miles ahead. And Watkins is miles behind. Right, as far as I'm concerned at the moment. Why can't the AVFC scouts find gems like John Duran? It's daft paying 50 million for Thiago. What about PSR? Sounds like clickbait. Well, let's be honest, he's worth more than 50 mil. And if Aston Villa could do that, please give us an incentive to sell this guy because he's fucking a brilliant player. And he's getting us goals. He's yet another quality signing for us. A gem we've got again. And we cannot afford to fucking sell him. He's not going anywhere. Fuck you, Villa. He's not going anywhere. Give us a fucking incentive then to sell him to you. Offer a load more than 50 mil for fuck's sake. 50 mil. The guy's worth fucking loads more. And he's getting us all these goals. I'm not fucking having it. These teams coming for all our players, plundering little Brentford like they think we're going to fucking sell them everyone. Like we're fucking grounds for a team that likes to breed these players for them and get them ready for other big teams. Fuck them. No. I'm not having it, Villa. We fucking beat you twice this season. Why would he want to join you ahead of us? Why would he want to leave us for you when we fucking beat you twice already? No, Villa, you are fucking wankers. I ain't having it. And Mr. Emery, you can fuck off. No good evening for you, I'm afraid. Get lost. Because, if that's what you seriously think, you can get our best player, our biggest player that's fucking on fire and been amazing. And don't forget now he's only, 3 or 4, 5 away from Erling Haaland. Yeah, let that sink in, How fucking great he's done. I'm not fucking having it, Villa. You can fuck off. Fuck off. You will not get a big fucking player, one of our best players. No. These other teams think they do it. United getting Bramo. Yeah. And Visser, as much as I fucking hate the cunt, what he said and what he done. The turncoat, stabber in the back. Terrible the way he got out. wanted to leave, and forced through a move. And no. But he was another fine player for us in a way. He got a lot of goals, and Norgard going as well. And you all know my thoughts on that. I think we should get the guy back, Norgard. He's not doing anything at Arsenal. Arsenal are hardly fucking playing him. What's he doing there? Twiddling his thumbs on the sidelines, doing nothing because Arsenal are not playing him. He might as well come back here and he'll play every fucking game. But no, I'm not having that with this now, with Thiago. We cannot afford to let him go. And 50 mil is not enough anyway. Throw some other things and incentives on this table and sweeten this deal then. Give us, say, like, either Watkins back, Harvey Elliott. I think he's a very good player. I really do. Emery didn't want him, and he don't want him. So we'll take him off you. Or get rid of another one of your priced assets then. Give us one of them. Give us a Marlon or Rodgers or even McGinn. But no, you wouldn't do that, would you? Because you don't want to get rid of your best players. So why the fuck should we? So no, Villa, you are not fucking having him. You are not having him. And, why, of course, in January, it's January we're talking about. Yes, it's hard. It's hard to get players. We all know that in January. And I hope we don't make it easy for them, because why should we? We see what this guy is doing. We still got a load of cash. We got all that from the Vissa deal, from the Bramo deal, from Norgard and so forth, Flecken even. We got those. We got the money for all that. So that's not a problem for me. But I don't want this. I don't want to see this happening. If he leaves us for them for 50 mil, fuck that. That's never going to happen. And why should he? He loves it here. He said it. He's happy. Yes, this might turn his head a bit, but stay true to your ways, to yourself. If you like it at the Bees, you're happy here, fucking stay. Don't be turned by, yes, maybe a bigger team in Villa. Well, we all know they are. They are a big team. Got a big history in football and winning stuff, something. So, yes, so he might be tempted, but I just hope we stand firm and he stands firm and says, no, I'm happy here. I'll carry on. I want to carry on and my great goal scoring. And yes, so, let's keep hold of him. And I'm afraid that's my rant over, guys, anyway. I'm not happy about this. I really aren't. Really, I'm not happy. But I feel we got to keep hold of him. We have got to. And I'm sure we will. Maybe next summer he might go. I don't know. I hope not. But it really is tough to keep hold of our, best players. It's the same with other clubs as well. We all know. You put big money on the table, well, it's seriously considered, isn't it? So, yeah, anyway, guys, that's my rant over. But I'm happy with this. Fantastic win, 3-1. Yes, we were 8th, but we've gone back down to 10th now because of certain teams winning, like Liverpool and that, of course. So, yeah, we're now back down to 10th, but we were 8th. Yeah, looking good for the Bees so far, let's be honest. But we have got Arsenal away next at the Emirates. So it was a good job we won this. Take 3 points to there. you know, this could be either pretty good or totally bad, totally terrible for us this game. And you know, we know Arsenal are in massive form, on total fire at the moment, and you know that could well happen that we lose again. But I like to feel we got a fairly good chance, to be honest. I mean, you know, Chelsea held them and they had 10 men. They held Arsenal to a 1-1. So, you know, that gives us real hope. And I will be doing a preview for that. I'm hoping tomorrow or possibly early Wednesday or something. You know, I've got to do the preview. I've got plenty of Arsenal fans to call to bring in there. So, you know, and even one or two that probably ain't Brentford supporters, but, you know, be great to see them on. Yeah. Yeah, be up to you, Rich. Be up, Mr. B. RD United. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're well. Yeah, so yeah, great win for you guys. Yeah, it was. It sure was, Rich. But now we got Arsenal. But yeah, I'll be doing the preview, and as I say, I'm going to get a few fans on. Hopefully, Luca looks like he will be coming on, possibly tomorrow. Of course, got Warren. I'm sure he's still in there. If you can come on, bro, that'd be great. One or two others, of course. Josh and was it True Guna? And plenty of others, to be honest. Melina. But I'll see who I can get on with. It would be really great. You know, it might be tomorrow or some other day. I'm not totally sure. We'll see what this week holds and what'll happen. But yeah, Thiago's going nowhere. So other clubs can fuck off. They can fuck off. They're not having him. But anyway, guys, look it up for my other streams. It'll be that preview, of course. So for the Arsenal and the Bees at the Emirates. Watch out for that. That will definitely be tomorrow. I'm hoping to definitely get it done tomorrow. Would be amazing. And well, sorry guys, sorry about that. Showing me yawning there, but I'm so tired at the moment, just knackered today, guys. I say I didn't sleep incredibly well last night, so but major apologies for that. I'll try not to yawn on the camera, but can't help it. But yeah, you know, this would never make me yawn. This game, I thought we were amazing. So there's definitely no way I would see that. You know, think that that you know we're going to let him go, Thiago. So anyway, looking forward to the Arsenal game, and we'll be getting them fans on. Yeah, 2 or 3 maybe at once would be great. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed the stream. I'm going to go. I need a kit badly. I'm just so knackered. Follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. Please get them subs going up, guys. Come on, get me up to that 200. That'd be amazing. If you love this content, please sub and smash those likes, of course. And yes, I'll be hopefully. Well, I'll be doing the preview. I've got to do the buzz as well. Been meaning to do that for a while. So hopefully this week I'll do that stream as well at some stage. Anyway, thanks to everyone that's been watching live on playback, people in the live chat, Warren, Kev, David, Jordan, and Rich. Thanks to you guys. Keep supporting me and showing me love, and that's all good. It gets me through the day. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce, and until the next one, I'm out of here. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Bye.